Not a care in the world. That's a grinning Robert Durst leaving court in New Orleans today in the back seat of a police car. Meanwhile, an intriguing figure is emerging in the case that's fascinating the nation, the second Mrs. Durst. Her name is Deborah Lee Charatan, and she's married to the notorious real estate tycoon who's long suspected in the disappearance of his first wife, Kathy, in 1982, and is now charged with the execution-style slaying of his close friend, Susan Berman.
When did you first meet Robert Durst?
I think I met him in 1988.
At the time, was he married?
That's a very tricky question, as you know, but let's say he was.
58-year-old Charatan is a successful New York real estate broker. Her stylish wardrobe favors Chanel and Louis Vuitton. Charatan makes a dynamic impression in this videotaped deposition that was shown in the 6-part HBO documentary, The Jinx.
Where did he go?
Now, a published report in the New York Post claims she was standing by in Florida, ready to board a flight to Cuba to join her husband in the communist haven where there is no extradition treaty with the United States. The FBI thinks Durst was planning an escape to Havana from New Orleans before cops busted him in the lobby of this French Quarter hotel on Saturday. Charatan married Durst in 2000, less than 2 weeks before Susan Berman was found shot in the head in her Beverly Hills home. It was the second marriage for both.
Did you learn around Christmas of 2000 that Susan Berman had been killed?
Yes.
At that time, was Mr. Durst in residence at your house?
I don't think so.
Deborah's an excellent broker, a business acquaintance told the New York Times, but she's also one of the most ruthless people I have ever come across. I spoke to Kathy Durst's brother, Jim McCormick. I think a lot of people out there are wondering, how could somebody else marry this man?
They connected on, that level of both of them are, articulate, in the real estate industry. And quite frankly, I view her as kind of a piranha looking to eat the next buck.
So you think she married him for the money?
Oh, no, I have no doubt in my mind that it had many things to do with it.
McCormick watched Durst's apparent confession in the Jinx with his family.
There it is. You're caught. Disaster. What the hell did I do? Kill them all. Of course.
It was virtually an audible gasp, a good way to describe it, like a disbelief, like, whoa. And then, after the show and the credits started rolling, there was like a unanimous applause, hugs, some tears.
Durst will remain in a New Orleans jail at least until next week before his extradition to California. He was found in possession of a Smith & Wesson revolver and over 5 ounces of marijuana. Durst denies killing Berman or Kathy. Jim Murray spoke to famed attorney Thomas Mesereau, best known for defending Michael Jackson. He says the case is no slam dunk, despite the statements made in the bathroom when Durst apparently thought his mic was off.
Kill them all. Of course.
How do you hear those statements?
When I first heard that quote, my sense was he's being sarcastic. He's almost in his own way to himself mocking this idea that he killed everybody. And if the prosecutors in this case try and bring in that quote from the bathroom, I think the defense is going to say, you've opened the door, there's what is called the doctrine of completeness, let the entire interview come in where he exonerates himself repeatedly.